fiction.
Hello and welcome to episode 4 of the season 2, the Watcher Picard review. Absolutely excellent. Got a nice bit of canon in there with stuff and a couple of big questions. And it was nice to see Q at the end as well. So Rios has been captured. He's in the ICE detention centre. Picard, they end up going into the chateau. His family's abandoned it. The Borg Queen, I just love the Borg Queen. She's so devious. She has that presence about her. I like the repartee between her and Agnes, which is really good. And it's like they both know each other. It's like Agnes is like she's trying to get into her psychology, but it's like she's like Agnes because she's clever herself hits back at her. I love the scene when they got the transporters working because they steal a police car, Seven and Raffi. They get chased across because they're looking for Rios's detention bus that's taking them into a sanctuary district. Nice sort of reminder of 2 classic DS9 episodes there. When they're running along, it's a big chase and they get beamed out, and they end up being beamed at where the bus is coming. We left them there, and then it gets interesting. Picard finds Guinan, obviously. Now, I suppose really this is a bit confusing with time travel because Guinan has met Picard before in Time's Arrow. You remember the 2-parter with Data's head, found in that abandoned mine at 24th century. We go back in time with them aliens that feed on energy. But, of course, with the future being altered, did that happen? God, I hate time travel. But maybe not. But Guinan, when he's talking to her, she starts puking up. Something about called time ripples and after effects. Aftercare, she calls it. And they're looking for this thing called the Watcher. And it's interesting, Guinan drops him off somewhere and says she's really funny about her existence. She's very well guarded. She's here to protect certain individuals and certain points in the timeline about the destiny of, certain races, whoever they work for, have got an interest. We know who this is, don't we? This is the Gary 7 aliens. Where they send operatives. Could you remember? Because at the end, it's like a transporter effect with loads of smoke. It's them. So obviously, another agent is there. They're called Watchers or something. Which I think it is them. It just is. I know it is. So, we get along. We did see the punk from Star Trek, the movie, Star Trek 4, and he was there again looking older, playing the same music, but he turned it down and he was rather polite. And we end up at where Picard's been taken along to his thing, and we meet Laris, or some incarnation, it looks like her, which is sort of fascinating. And then they both teleport, and I can't wait till next week's episode now. I mean, there's a lot in this episode. There really is. But I've got to admit, I love the Borg Queen in this. I think the actress that plays her just nails it. She's got this presence. And I love her and Agnes. This sparring between them both. Because you know how sneaky the Borg Queen is. And she's really devious. I mean, she gets transporters working. And they beam out Seven and Raffi when they get cornered by police. Obviously, so next week they're going to pick up Rios. But there's this sparring going on between her and Borg Queen fascinates me. Because Agnes walks off it and Borg Queen starts shouting at her because she says to her, you're going on about me being on my own. You don't like being on your own. She's going, Agnes, and it just finishes there. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with these two. Because the Borg Queen's going to make a move. at some point in next episode. She's somehow gonna get loose and they're gonna have to put her down. But the actress that plays her, she's marvelous. I just love the Borg Queen. Yeah, totally. Picard, it was a really good episode. This, again, not giving so much away, but moving at a very fast pace. And that, I'd even put in some stuff about, about humanity and the future. Picard's going, it looks bad now, but there is good in the world. And that was, this is what you want. You don't want it where it's all patronizing. Like Guinan says, we've got one planet and we live, and all they do is hate each other. And Picard's going, no, things are going to change. There's a tipping point coming that will change the human race. It will change everything. You know what I mean? And it inspired hope in this episode, and I quite like that. And then we got to Q, where he's trying to manipulate this woman's thought patterns when she's reading a book, and he's been all dark and ominous, and he's coming on about killing. I don't know. He's going on about something. He's involved in some space projects undercover, and he snaps his hand, and it's not working. He said, "Oh, that presents a problem." So there's something going on with Q. He lost his powers. Something is happening, and I think hopefully by next week we're going to get at least a big answer to some of this. And I'm hoping Q is in next week's episode more. I think they've done right holding him back, because this is what we're all really excited about. I mean, it would be interesting if he'd say being depowered. What if the Borg Queen tries to simulate Q because he's not fully operational, That would be interesting. But it's the watcher now. It's going to be good. Hopefully they can keep this up. If they can, I've got a feeling Picard's going to be an excellent series, and it'll be something I would sit down and watch 10 episodes of. Thoroughly enjoyed this week. A lot going on. I did like the little mentions to things in canon. Thought with the punk guy, nice touch, bringing him back for the same scene as in the movie. I know Laris is one of the Gary 7 lot, one of them aliens. I forgot the name of the aliens that sent him to Earth. It's going to be fascinating. Let's hope we keep it. I said by episode 5 could keep this going. So far, they're doing very well. So this is my quick review of Star Trek Picard Watcher. I'll see you next week. Have a great weekend, guys. And I'm just looking for my mouse. And, well, live long and prosper. Oh, yes. Coquelin, you were right. You did predict this, the Santry District. I just thought I'd mention that. You were right. Anyway, see you all next week and have an awesome weekend.